Hello friends, welcome back to Rose Tarot and Astrology. I am your host Mel Rose, and this is your two-card reading for Tuesday, November 7, 2023. The sun is in Scorpio, the waning moon is in Virgo, so it's a pretty emotional, intuitive, reflective vibe, but it's also sort of a dispersing energy. We're trying to part with some things right now, so we're very focused on what it is in our lives we're trying to part with. And there's not a lot going on in the astrology otherwise today, but tomorrow is a really big day. So if you haven't already, like the video, of course, subscribe to my channel and click that notifications bell so you can get notified when I post up the daily astrology video, and you can see all of the action that is taking place in the skies tomorrow. Okay, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and play these two cards. Oh, we have the Ace of Cups. I like to think of this as just the cup full of love, or the heart full of love. The Ace of Cups is this, comes with this wisdom that we have a bottomless cup of love, of joy, of engagement, of investment to give. We don't have to think of the love we give, or the friendship that we give, the service that we give in the world. We don't have to think of it as being, something that we have to budget, right? You always have a little bit more to give when the circumstances are right, and you feel, and you feel the urge to do so. So that's that heart full of love. It springs eternal, just like hope, right? And what else do we have here? Oh, Seven of Cups as well. Okay, so very cupsy vibe here, very watery, like I said before, emotional, intuitive. We are in the heart of Samhain. The sun is in Scorpio, and so are Mercury and Mars. So there's a lot of focus around this reflective stuff, this looking within to see what it is that we can let go of, and what it is that we would like to, create ourselves anew, how it is that we'd like to create ourselves anew. So understanding that we have sort of this bottomless capacity to imagine ourselves happy and well and whole and and loved, having that endless capacity to imagine good connections for ourselves, and really just a satisfying life for ourselves. We realize at this time that we have a lot of choices. There are so many options available to us. There are a lot of roads we could take that we think might make us happy. There are different things that we might want to learn. There are different career paths available to us even, and there are just so many options. So it's coming to me right now that people might be wondering specifically about love. This is a very these are the kind of cards that would really come up for me in a love strong reading, I would say. So Ace of Cups is, you do have that unlimited bottomless capacity. I wouldn't say unlimited. It's not like you can give all of your love all of the time, right? But that there is a flow, and you're capable of directing that flow where you need it to, in as many directions as you need to. So, that's the Ace of Cups. And then the Seven of Cups in love, that says you have options. Maybe you're toying with making a choice. Perhaps there are some of you who are facing a choice about whether or not you're going to stay in the relationship you're in. Some of you may be entertaining, just a choice between potential partners or potential love interests, or maybe the choices that you're trying to make right now have to do with, like, how do I choose love with a partner and still manage to choose myself, right? Number one. So when we are adults in the world, basically, if you are giving yourself, your heart, your attention, your intuitive responses, your emotional labor to several situations in the world, it's kind of hard to come back and prioritize yourself. And we run into that a lot. And I run into a lot in love readings too, where people think so primarily about the other person that they don't take the time to think about themselves. They spend their time sort of worrying about what it is that the other is doing, or really just trying to be like the best possible, like what's the right answer so I can make you as happy as possible kind of partner. Or just meeting the demands of being an adult in everyday life, regardless of what your partner needs or desires from you, right? Putting yourself first, learning to put yourself first is the important thing. You see, all of these cups, including this one, have things sort of coming up out of them, right? And you have the one in the middle here that is the heart with the wings. You have this one with the heart. So, this is, it's very much about, I think, who you love, and remembering, like partnership is important, and it's important to be good in partnership. But part of being good in partnership is remembering to take care of yourself when and where you can, right? Like being sort of, capable of being the foundation upon which the love you give and receive is given and received, right? You've got to that hand's coming there. You've got to kind of support yourself in a loving way, so that you don't have to rely on somebody else to support yourself in a loving way. Because if you do that, if you are relying on somebody else to give you the loving support you need all the time, then then there are going to be circumstances when that person doesn't have it to give to you, and then you'll be looking around for like, oh, what is the option then? How do I get the loving support that I need? You get it from yourself. Okay, so we finally came around to it, right? This is a reading about sort of knowing where your heart is, knowing what kind of options you have for sort of fulfilling your needs and desires, your emotional needs and desires, your, for fulfilling your intuitive impulses, knowing where your heart is, and also making sure that your heart is with you, making sure that you're giving yourself the loving support that you need. And I'm always telling people, and of course I'm a massage therapist, so I say this, but I'm always telling people that, take care of your body. Like if you get in the practice of taking care of your body in the ways that you need to take care of your body every day, then you are giving yourself that love. Okay, part of that is just really nurturing yourself physically, making sure that you have the foods that you need, and you're getting the hydration that you need, and you're getting the moving around that you can do, and just really attending to yourself physically is reassuring both to your heart and your mind that when you don't have somebody available, or you cannot find the satisfaction that you need, or the love that you need, or the attention or the affection or the gifts or the compensation that you need from an outside source, you can give that to yourself. And I think that's all I have to say about it today, friends. Thank you so much for joining in. I will catch you in the next video.